So, Sarun, you have a pretty funky story of how you actually ended up here under care. So, tell us how that came about.
Alright, so I go to University of Toronto, and I met one of my friends named Alice, and she actually works here at this chiropractic clinic, and she told me she had an appointment here. So I asked her what is, I heard about what chiropractor is, but didn't really understand what the
concept, what we're actually doing, the gist of it.
So she's like, oh, why don't you just come and see for yourself? So I actually came. I was kind of intimidated at first because as soon as I entered through the door, I hear like these tables are snapping.
You heard the clanging of the tables.
And I'm like, oh my, what am I getting myself into here?
So what's happening back there?
Yeah, and then
we had a quick moment to talk, and I share with you about checking the nervous system and looking for the functional flow of messages through the body.
Yeah.
That led to you being interested in getting checked out.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell everyone what your lack of health was and how it's different now.
Yeah, so for a long time, maybe like 10, 15 years, I've been having stress in my neck, and I had trouble sleeping. Couldn't really, like after 2 or 3 hours, usually got up, tossing, turning a lot during my bed while I was sleeping. Felt some discomfort in my cervical area, so I just mentioned that to you, and you're like, this could actually help you over the long term, right? It's not a definite fix, but just over time it will help you for sure.
And what's happened so far for you?
It's not even been a year yet, and I feel there's so much stress relief afterwards. Like,
awesome.
Definitely better sleep. Like, it used to be like 5 hours of like tossing and turning and not really sleeping for 5 hours. Now it's like 7 to 8 hours of solid sleep. So
wow.
A big difference. I also had like alignment issues. Like, I didn't really notice. I thought I was walking normally, but like I had my hips were kind of tilted, my shoulders kind of leaning one way.
Talked about that head posture and pictures.
Head posture was not really aligned properly, and when I was walking, I realized I was putting a lot more stress on certain areas. And after even less than a year, I'm seeing a lot of improvement, less pain, definitely much better. Even when I play sports and stuff, I don't feel the pain as often. Before, I used to, after playing like an hour of basketball, just feel the pain. Just
awesome.
Sit in bed and just...
So much more functional freedom.
Yeah. I can play like 3-4 hours of basketball and not feel pain at all.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how would you pay it forward? Alice basically said, come and look at it, see what it's all about, and you ended up this new vision of health. What would you say to someone in your shoes to help them discover chiropractic?
Honestly, I think that, alright, it's not like everyone has sleeping issues like me, but there's a good chance that people aren't walking, just the basic movement of walking, there could be so many issues with that. They might be feeling pain, they might think that, oh, it's just something little, I can get away with it, but over time I feel like you'll feel it later on, like your 30s and 40s, so if you can correct it now, you'll live a better life later on, right?
So everyone should probably get their nervous system, posture, and alignment checked?
Yeah, and the thing is that, like, nervous system stuff, terminology like that, a lot of people might not understand it.
For sure.
I feel like that's why coming to you break it down so simple, like I'm a kinesiologist, so I can pick it up a little bit faster, but you broke it down in such simple terms that it's so much easier to understand. And
awesome.
I'm telling you, 10 minutes with you, I can convince people to come over here.
Thank you for that,
Sure.
Sarun.
Yeah,
appreciate it.